look at the growing U.S. military presence in the Caribbean. For years, most of America's military might was split between the Middle East and the Pacific. Now the Pentagon is reallocating assets from those regions, moving warships to the Caribbean in what looks like a major military buildup in that region for what many fear is an undeclared war. Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin tells us where they are tonight.
14% of the Navy's fleet is now in the Caribbean, according to IEJ Media, including a buildup of 10,000 Marines and sailors, a dozen warships, a nuclear-powered fast attack submarine, a special operations mothership with drone capabilities, 3 guided missile destroyers, and the USS Iwo Jima, with an amphibious ready group on board. The USS Lake Erie, a guided missile cruiser with 32 Tomahawk missiles, was pulled from the Pacific and is now focusing on Venezuela, where the U.S. sent 3 B-52s, escorted by stealth F-35s on a show-of-force mission. 10 F-35s have been based in Puerto Rico since September 13th. Live fire and flight operations across the Caribbean have made the buildup look far bigger than a counter-narcotics push, yet not big enough for an invasion. The focus appears to be disputed Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro and now Colombia's president Gustavo Petro.
He's a lunatic who's got a lot of problems, mental problems.
President Petro called President Trump rude and ignorant.
Humanity has a first option to change Trump. If not, remove Trump.
7 U.S. airstrikes against small boats the Pentagon said were carrying narcotics have killed at least 32 people, whose identities the Pentagon has not released. In at least one case, Colombia's president said one of those killed, Alejandro Carranza, was a fisherman.
When you kill someone, you should know, if you're not at war, not in a declared war, you really need to know someone's name, at least. You have to accuse them of something. You have to present evidence. So all of these people have been blown up without us knowing their name, without any evidence of a crime.
Authorities in Ecuador have released the survivor of last week's U.S. military strike on a submersible that the U.S. government said was carrying fentanyl. 2 people were killed on board. A third was injured and returned to Colombia. But the Ecuadorian government says there is no evidence that the Ecuadorian man had committed a crime. Brett?
Jennifer, thank you.